Girl. I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. The light is given? Okay. All right, let's start. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a getting to know me tag, okay? I wanted everyone that is new to my channel, I know my channel is new in itself, and I really just wanted everybody to get to know me, ask me any questions that you needed to ask me, anything that you're curious about, anything. It can be basic, it could be complex. I've set that on my IG. If you don't already follow me on my Instagram is Shea_Monique_. So make sure you follow my social media. And I got a few questions. I just want to thank everyone who did submit a question, sent me in a question, something that they were curious about, and really are supporting my YouTube. Like, honestly, for those of you who didn't, it's Ace.
Serious real quick.
Learn how to support, or it's just a question. That's all I ask. So I appreciate those that did send a question. I'm here and give everybody a chance to get to know me and better learn who I am as a person. I know I'm new to YouTube, but if you didn't already, go check out my other previous videos. That's on my channel. So we're gonna get started right now. So first question, what's my name? My name on here is SheaMonique, but my real name is LaShay. Nothing too serious. Next question, how old are you? I'm 24 years old. My birthday is May the 3rd, and I'm Taurus gang, okay? Taurus gang, okay? We in the building. What do you do for a living? So currently I work as an accountant. I will not say the company, but I work in accounting. I just want to let y'all know it's not just math and filing taxes, okay? We need to get that narrative out the way, okay? Where did you go to school? I graduated from Fayetteville State University. It's in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I graduated 2 times. Okay. Graduated undergrad in 2019 with my bachelor's in accounting and banking and finance. And then I just most recently graduated with my MBA from Fayetteville State as well. So I'm just a proud alum, and I'm here for it. HBCU stand up. Where do you live currently? I currently live in Atlanta, Georgia. On November the 1st, it'll be 2 years since I moved here, so it's flying by. Okay, I can't even believe it's been 2 years. It has, and I currently live here. I love it, and I can go more into another video in further detail about Atlanta, because I know a lot of people do inquire about what is there to do out here. Do I like it out here? I've gotten a lot of questions about that, so I'll address that. What made you decide to get up and move away from your hometown? It was for multiple reasons. I think as I got older, the reasons started to become more clear, but those of you who don't know backstory, I was born and raised in the Bronx, New York, and I moved around 16. I just had turned 16, and I moved to North Carolina, stayed in North Carolina, went to college for 4 years in Fayetteville, and then I moved out here in Atlanta after graduation. So at the time, I would say like our school years in New York, I believe it's down here too, they end around June. So I would say around March, April, I came home to my parents and I told them, I said, look, I'm not happy anymore and I don't want to be here anymore. Now, backstory, me and my parents only decided to move to the South when after I graduated. So when I came home and said, I'm ready to move now, my dad was ecstatic. My mom was kind of like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I want to go. But my main reason for leaving really was, I was so tired of being up there. Even at 16, you think like,
What you tired of? Like,
but I was honestly tired of being up there. I think at the time it was just too much drama when it came to school. It was too much going on. I just wasn't happy anymore. A lot of my teachers were leaving too. They were leaving the school. So I'm like, damn, what's the next 2 years of my life about to be? I was just getting tired of being around the same people. I know I used to come to the South here and there to visit some family down here, and I loved it every single time. You hear me? I had a blast. I love the fact that I went to their houses, and their houses big as hell, and they had backyards, and just, it was always like a vibe when I came out here, and I loved it. So I was just ready to go. I was like,
yeah, we're leaving.
like, it took a minute for us to, as a family, collectively say like, we're leaving, but we actually left that June. So crazy, right? But as I got older, I believe that I really left my hometown. I'm so grateful for leaving my hometown. I'm so grateful for getting the new experiences, meeting different people with different accents. Like, they think you foreign, you think they foreign. Like, it's just beautiful. I love meeting new people. I love getting exposed to different cultures, and I just love it. And I do not regret my decision, okay? Question, do you have any kids? No, I do not have any kids. I am kidless. The only kid I have is this badass dog standing beside me. Favorite artist. So y'all, I got a little, come a little closer. Come here. I'm an old soul. I'm an old spirit. So a lot of the things that I like are, I love old music. I love the Anita Bakers. I love the Luther Vandross. I love the SWVs. I love all of that. I love the Escapes. Like, my favorite artists are older artists. I don't really get down with the new artists. But I will say I have been listening to a lot of Wizkid recently, and he's been my little vibe lately. So that might be it, right? Yeah, I like him too. Those are my favorite artists. I don't really have a favorite artist, to be honest. Do you plan on having kids in the future? I do plan on having kids in the future. I don't have a number. I don't have a boy, girl, real preference. I mean, I would like a girl, you know what I'm saying? I do plan on having kids, probably more than one. But for me at the moment, no kids. I really would rather just work on that foundation. I know for me, I grew up in a 2-parent household, and I'm not saying that one is better than the other, but I would rather my children grow up in a 2-parent household. So I'm focusing on that before the kids, okay? Like,
Miss me with that, okay?
Do you prefer being single or being in a relationship? So for me, I'm at the point now where I consider myself a relationship girl. I would rather be in a nice, healthy, committed relationship, but honestly, I would rather be single until I get everything that I need and want out of a relationship. At times, we really just settle, and we feel like we want to be in a relationship so bad to where just accept anything, and I'm just not at that point. Like, I know who I am, I know what I bring to the table, I actually live a good life for myself, and I need you to come in and add on to that. So I would say I prefer both, but I have my reasons for it. It's a real open ended. I would rather be in a nice, healthy relationship and have my person and find my person that's gonna live this beautiful life with me, like, period. How many tattoos do you have? I have 3 technically. So I have this one right here. It's like an infinity sign. I got this when I was 18. It's my parents' name. And while this looked like one, these are actually 2. So I had the flowers originally first, and then I went over it with the Taurus. This is my Taurus gang, and then my flowers. These are lilies. How many siblings do you have? I have 2 siblings. I have one older brother and one older sister, and they both live in New York. They have my beautiful nieces and nephews. What's one thing you wish people knew about you? One thing I wish that people knew about me is that I'm extremely loyal to the point where I actually care about people that are around me. I care about you. Like, I think that just my demeanor, I really honestly feel like my New York demeanor and stuff could come off like anger or aggression, but I go so hard for people, and I go so hard for things that I care about, because I give about you. I want you to go on in your life. I want you to do something. I want the people beside me, I want to push you. So a lot of times it can come off real aggressive, and my demeanor can come off real aggressive, but I'm actually really nice. I'm very caring. But I wish that people knew that more about me, and actually didn't just look at my overall and actually got to know me as a person. What's your biggest struggle that you overcame? My biggest struggle, I would say, my biggest struggle that I overcame is really just caring about what people think about me. I really mastered the art at just moving on, like just not caring what you have to say, especially irrelevant people that don't add value to your life. I think that's something that we kind of put out there that's so easy, but it's really not. People actually care what people have to say about them, whether they admit it or not. So I think mastering the art of knowing yourself and knowing that this person just doesn't care to really know you, and their opinion really doesn't matter about you. Like, you have to just let people do what they do, think what they think. And that was honestly a struggle. I would definitely say grade school, growing up, I was definitely bullied. And people did not like me for whatever reason. It was not a real reason. It was literally on some hate and shit. And a lot of them really just not even doing shit now, which is so funny to me. But, you know, it's crazy how life works. But I will say that was definitely a struggle I overcame. At the time, you know, you don't go so hard to be liked, but you definitely want to be liked by people, especially if they don't have a reason not to like you. Like, you definitely want to be liked by people. But I realized that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And I realized that I know myself, and whoever gravitates towards me, and that's fine. That's all I need. Have you played any sports growing up? I actually did. So back in middle school, I was on a basketball team for like a few months, and I scored like 3 points. Like, I was trash. Like, honestly, I was really trash. Like, I think I just made it because I was a good team player and I had some leadership skills up mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I with the court. Okay, let's put that out there. I also played volleyball my 10th grade year of high school back in New York, and that was real fun. Like, I enjoyed volleyball. Volleyball was the wave. Okay, and then also I cheered the next year, so that's considered a sport. People, I'm not sure if it's considered a sport, but I definitely participated in marching band. I was definitely a majorette. When I moved to the South, it's a big, huge thing. Like, marching band is a real thing. It's a real sport, okay? So I actually did that for my senior year of high school. Your favorite drink? My favorite drink, I would consider myself a tequila girl. I'm trying to become a rum girl, because rum really make you feel like... Rum really make you feel like shit. It don't make you so drunk. Like, I don't do the vodkas. But I definitely, like, as a drink, I would say I love, what is that? Like a lemon drop martini. Those are so classy, and they really, like, you could taste it, and it's just good looking. Next question I got is, what's the most important method when it comes to a work-life balance? So for me to maintain a healthy work-life balance, I make sure that I make time for things that I want to. Going around 8:30ish, so I can get my full 8 hours, get my breakfast, get my life together, and I make sure that I don't overwork myself. Like, I try to leave and finish all the things I gotta do for that day around like 5:30. When it comes to my personal life, I make sure that I make time for my friends, make time for my family, and make sure that I'm being efficient with my time, intentional with my time. I always see that meme on Instagram, like, when you put in your time, like, you not asking, you telling them, because I'm not gonna be here. That's really my method when it comes to working in corporate. And obviously, I don't plan on doing this for the rest of my life, but for the time being, like, I'm gonna take my trips. I'm going to take time for my mental health. I'm gonna take time for myself. I still have a responsibility to myself, and I still have a responsibility to my job. So when it comes to a healthy work-life balance, the best method I could say is just plan. So I would honestly say, just make sure that you are setting a game plan and making that time and taking that time for you. So if you need to take a day off where you honestly cannot clock in or honestly cannot do your work that day, be vocal about the things that you want. Biggest accomplishment. My biggest accomplishment to date has been moving to a different city and living on my own. I think that's so big for me because I spoke about this on my IG a few days ago. I really honestly feel like make that step to really go ahead and do it because of, you know, fear of missing out, or you feel like you're not ready, or you feel like whatever. But I honestly feel like my biggest accomplishment has been moving away from my hometown, making a life for myself, figuring this stuff out, honestly creating a game plan and executing it. That's been my biggest accomplishment, because it's so many times people could have talked me out of it. People have tried to talk me out of it. It's so many times that I could have said, no, maybe I'm not ready yet. Maybe I need this, I need that. I just moved, okay? I really just did it, and I'm doing it well, and I will pat myself on the back at all costs, okay? What inspires you? I think what inspires me is my future, my vision of where I see myself. I think when it comes to the word like manifestation, I think like that's become really prevalent in my life, because I feel like I can see myself in these areas. So a lot of times we can have goals and we can have visions, but we actually have to see ourselves doing it. And if we can honestly have a clear vision of where we're going, that makes me hungry. Like, that makes me want to go harder. Like, I I just can't get down with lazy people because I don't understand how you're not motivated. Like I have to be motivated. I have to find something. If I ever feel like I'm lacking it or I'm not motivated, I have to find something. Last question is, what do you hope to get out of YouTube? So I hope to inspire people, and eventually my goal is to touch different types of people. I think that I've met so many people in my life and crossing paths, whether they've been really good friends or acquaintances, and I just feel like I make an impact on people. Just whether, girl, you could do it. Or whether it's my advice. A lot of my friends and people, they come to me for advice because I'm going to give it straight, no chaser, okay?
No chaser, okay?
And I just really hope to do that in the real world. Like if somebody comes across my channel and feel inspired, like that will make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? I think that me putting myself out on this platform, it's so many people that has inspired me through YouTube, you know? So that's what really motivated me to just make mine and say, okay, I'm just gonna do this because I've been pushing it off too long. And you have to understand that a lot of people that are currently, you know, that you may think are in your network, they aren't really as supportive. So a lot of people that will support you are going to be people that don't even know you. So that's really my goal. My goal is to touch people, to make people feel like they have a voice, big them up like, yeah, girl, you could do this, you know? So if I can be that person for people, the way I go on YouTube and search certain people and listen to them and actually take in what they say, I will feel good. I would feel really great. So I want to thank you all for watching. If you have any more questions, comment below. I may do a part 2 video if people decide they have more questions for me. I just want to make sure that I address everything and make sure that people that don't know me get to know me, people that know me get to know me more. And this was just something that I wanted to do for today. So if you haven't already, click that like button. I want y'all to hit the subscribe button and make sure you like this video and comment if you have anything else you want to ask me, anything you want to say. I'm open, I will respond. And bye.